Hi, everybody. I'm Robin, and these are my reflections. And today we're here to reflect on the Low Country Gullah Tarot. This is a 78 card deck by Street Priestess Tarot. I got this from Etsy. I'll post, of course, in the description box below her shop, her Etsy shop, so that you can get a copy of it for yourself if you like. And this, Etsy was just like, what do you think about this deck? Do you think you would like it? And I was like, what is this? And then in the same week, Jess from Super Lunaris Tarot was like, have you seen this deck? And I was like, I just saw it. Etsy just told me about it. And so I don't know when it came out. I don't know too much about any of that. But I know that I got it in October and it is still available on Etsy. So of course I will let you guys know where you can pick it up. And yeah, I love it. Long story short, I love it. Okay. So details. The deck came to me in this bag. It was a bag like this. I don't know if it's exactly this one. I removed it from here because this is just a personal thing. I don't like these velvet bags because as you can see, they get a little dusty. So I just removed it from here and put it in this wrap that I got from Amazon. But it did come with a bag and it came shrink wrapped and very well packaged. So the cards were not damaged at all. There was not a ding on them, which I love. Because sometimes I worry when things don't come in boxes that they'll get dinged up or whatever in shipping, but nope, no problems. And it came with something to keep the cards in, which I appreciate because we need something to keep 78 cards in. So I'm happy with that. Then it came with this title card, and it says Low Country Gullah Tarot Deck. This tarot card set contains 78 cards, including 22 major and 56 minor arcana. It assists you in navigating your present circumstances and answer any questions you may have. The card imagery pays homage to the Gullah culture and the Low Country region of South Carolina, where the Gullahs have preserved their African cultural heritage and language. These are the beautiful backs. You've got this lovely, like sweetgrass creek or swamp, maybe. It's beautiful. Since I spent a lot of time in the American South in my childhood, this is very recognizable to me. I've seen this everywhere. This very scene. So I love the backs of these cards. They feel serene and calm to me, although I can feel the mosquitoes eating me up. If you know, you know, okay? I wanted to do this walkthrough for a bunch of reasons. One, because I really love this deck, and the other is because on Etsy, under the comment section, there were quite a few comments about the size of the deck, the card stock, and stuff like that, that kind of gave me pause before I bought the deck. Because I think I saw the deck and then it took me a couple of months to buy it because I was trying to find information on it, like reviews and stuff like that. And I wasn't able to find anything. I only found one review at the time. Now I just checked and there's two now. So Neo Tarot Reader, who I've subscribed to since then, and she does a lot of celebrity readings, which I really enjoy. I will post in the description box below her review of this. It was a quick short, just a quick flip through. And then I saw a new one when I was looking for this one, and in the Spirited Love Healer, or the Spiritual Love Healer, I think was her name. And I haven't watched her walkthrough yet, but she has one. I'll post that in the description box below as well. And I do plan to watch that walkthrough because one of my favorite things to do when I am, when I have a deck is to look at people's walkthroughs of said deck. So now one of the things that was said in the comments of the Etsy site was that they're not tarot size. Now they are tarot size. They're full tarot size. This is the Super Lunaris Tarot. It is a tarot size deck, regular tarot size deck, and you can see that they are the exact same size. Another thing that was said is that the cardstock is flimsy. These have a, what is this called? Like a lamination, like a glossy, very extremely glossy lamination on them. So I think personally that these would last for a long time, to be honest. I'm not a hard user of cards. Like I'm not hard on my cards, and I don't read professionally, but just knowing cards like I know them, I think that these would last a long time. You can see that I've been using these cards pretty regularly since October, and you can see there's not a nick or scratch on them. They are riffleable. They're bendy enough to be riffleable, okay? But I have small hands, so for me to riffle them, you'll see. I'll try it at the end. It's a little bit more difficult for me because they're thick. This is thick because they have this glossy lamination. So for me, it's a little bit difficult to riffle them. However, they're very slippy, so I can overhand them with no problem. They don't get stuck. And then also, if I wanted to do a fan, you can see that there's absolutely no sticking of this glossy coating, which I appreciate. I don't mind a glossy stock as long as it doesn't stick. That's what I always say. So that is the deck. It did come with white edges. I didn't edge it or anything because the white edges don't bother me on this deck. And yeah, let's take a look at the cards because there's no guidebook to look through, so we can just get straight into the cards. Y'all, I'm over here struggling. If you want to hear some TMI, I got this beautiful satiny scarf this is from the Southern Botanic collection. I won it in a giveaway, and it came with the deck and I'm going to be doing a walkthrough of that. It's beautiful, and I want to use it this month, but it's slippy, and these cards are glossy, so I'm over here struggling. But anyways, I don't care. I love it, and I'm keeping it. I'm keeping my scarf. Okay, so this is the Fool. Let's just take a closer look at the backs. Hang on one second so you can see them up close. I love the images on this deck. I love that they're pictures, but they look almost like paintings. They look like illustrations, but they're actually photographs, and you can have emotion. And you'll see that as we're going through, the faces are very clear, and I love that about it. The layout of the cards are, you've got the borderless image. Well, it's borderless on 3 sides, and then you've got a border at the bottom that contains the title and several keywords. You've got a lot of keywords to choose from there. And so that's the layout. The majors are not numbered. So if you would like to swap them around, or, for the justice and the strength, you could totally do that. And the minors are clearly labeled. So I do enjoy that about it. I love this magician. I like to see a crone on a magician. I really do. And I also really enjoy how she could be, because sometimes I read the magician as being a little bit of a trickster, like a little bit manipulative sometimes. And I feel like she could be both. You know what I mean? I love the faces on the people because I asked the artist about the artwork because I was a little bit worried that it could be a completely AI deck, right? In the beginning, I was a little bit worried about that. But I did speak with her, and she said that she uses photographs, and then she digitally manipulates them in various ways. She did not confirm whether or not it was AI. It was one of the ways. But to be honest, they're not lazy. You know what I mean? Like, these are very well done, thought out images that she's put on these cards, that she's curated for these cards. So I'm happy with them. I love looking into these people's faces. One of the things that I love the most about this deck are the faces. I know that people, when I was looking at the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot, and I was looking at a lot of walkthroughs, one of the things that a lot of people said was they really enjoy it more than the RWS. I love this Hangman. I love the energy and the movement. He's like literally off the floor. I don't know what was happening. Is he falling? Is he floating? Is he levitating? Is this some sort of like energy or power running through him? I love it. But anyways, what I was saying, the Golden Art Nouveau, people were saying they love the faces, and they prefer it over the art of the RWS. And I feel like this is an RWS based deck, very easy to read with very expressive faces. But it still looks almost illustrated because of the way she manipulated the photos, which I appreciate as well. Some of these I think have been collaged because she has added some elements to the photos that weren't probably originally in the cards, just to make them, to make it for the tarot deck, to make it a card that matches the deck. So she's definitely changed them around. And the imagery in the cards, I love this death card too, because it feels like transformation. Look, the fire is consuming her, or she's walking through it. The people in the background, it looks like some sort of ceremony. A lot of them feel like they're rooted in a spiritual practice that maybe I don't know too much about, but I can kind of feel some of it. There's this book by is it Roger Pinkney? I think it's Roger Pinkney, called Blue Roots, that I want to, if I can get my hands on, I want to read it because it's about the Gullah people and their practices. Beautiful Tower card, burning down the house. The Star. And the keywords are hope, inspiration, spirituality, illumination, contentment, calm, and popularity, which I thought was a really relatable and modern keyword, right? So there's a mix of keywords on here. I was happy with the keywords, very happy with them. The Sun. I love this one, sitting under her bottle tree, feeling protected and warm with her son. I love this, just serene. Judgment. And so ones like this, like I don't know too much about, folk practices and things like that, but I know about the bottle tree. So I know that it is about, protection and catching spirits and keeping evil things away and stuff like that. That what I know that much. So I know that um I like it for the Sun card. You know what I mean? And when I saw this card, I knew that I needed to look a little bit deeper into these images to see, the things that she's chosen, like what kind of magical practices has she put in here that I don't know about. And I'm discovering new things every day, and so it's been really, really exciting for me. So now we're into the wands. And then at the bottom of the wand, she did put the wheat, or is this braided sweetgrass maybe at the bottom? So, I mean, it's so clearly labeled, but she also added those at the bottom as well. So we've got our Two of Wands. Whoop, slippy, slippy. These are the Three of Wands, travel, moving abroad, forward planning, freedom, contentment, life experiences. Four of Wands. I love this. Is so beautiful. Reunion, happy family, celebration, home, self-esteem. See what I'm talking about with like modern and relatable keywords? Five of Wands, temper, conflict, petty. Six of Wands, yes. Seven, strong will, protective, taking a stand. But then there's some blame and forceful, assertive, busy, Eight of Wands. So this one says energetic and fast moving. I mean, if you're thinking about like them flicking in the wind, right? It looks like they're all there, but if you're thinking about how they flick in the wind, it does sometimes seem like fast movement, right? Nine of Wands. Sorry, I have to have my hands here because they're slipping on me. Ten of Wands. Burden, overloaded, stressed, major challenge, loss, focus, struggle. Also, some of these people are really good looking. So we have some young people, we have some older people. There's some crone energy in here, which I love. Look at this Queen of Wands looking super fiery. Yes. I don't know what this plant is. There's a lot of botanical energy in this deck. I want to sit and kind of think more about it, New love, relationships, romance, joy, conception, fertility, and celebrations. Beautiful cup. Look at this Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is one of my favorite cards. I love how bright it is. I love how they're looking at us. I love the way their hands are entangled, what's in her bowl, like she's got an offering there. I am here for this Two of Cups. I love the houses in the background because they truly remind me of the South. This is giving me Color Purple vibes, and that movie is coming out in just a few days. Can't wait to run over there and see it. One of my favorite books, one of my favorite plays, one of my favorite memories with my father going to see The Color Purple on Broadway. So just all the things. This brings me a lot of happiness and joy to look at that card. And that's another reason I really love this deck, because these people look like my people. These places look like home. They feel like home to me. Even though I don't live here, a lot of my family did live here when I was a child in the southern parts of North Carolina, South Carolina. It's where I'm from. It's where my people are from. So this is very recognizable, and not only recognizable, but comfortable for me. Eight of Cups, walking away. Yeah, I mean, this looks so familiar, The Nine of Cups. You can Ten of Cups. You can argue that they move through time. So I sometimes feel like some of these feel more recent, not modern at all, but more recent. And some of them definitely feel more what I would call ancient. I don't know if does the 1800s or the 1600s count as ancient. I'm not sure. So look at this handsome Knight of Cups. Love him with his flowers. Queen of Cups looking beautiful and majestic. And I don't know, she just looks very magical, doesn't she? I like that about her. And I love all the water rushing in the background and coming to her, towards her. There's a lot of good symbolism in this card, in these cards. Um, Look at this Ace of Swords. It looks like it flew through the air and landed in this water, right? And then the sun is shining on it. It's like King Arthur or something. Two of Swords. Yeah, she definitely looks troubled. Look at her face. And look at the people in the background. It's like, are they waiting on her to make this decision? If she makes the wrong decision, is it going to affect them? There's a lot to think about in this card. A lot to think about. She's got a pair of scissors in her hand or something. Looks like she's getting ready to cut something. Three of Swords. So this says heartbreak, unhappiness, sadness, disorder, loss, bad health, trauma, and grief. Yeah, bad health. Yeah, sometimes we can read the Three of Swords as like heart problems, right? If you read it that way, I've heard people say that. Four of Swords. Five of Swords. Look how they look. Ooh, look at their faces. Look at those faces. Aggression, bullying, hostility, self-sabotage, lack of communication, crime, fighting back. Six of Swords. So crime and fighting back are two different things, right? Aggression and hostility and fighting back are different things. But I can see both in their faces and different emotions on different faces, right? Like her face is different from her face, which is different from her face, which is different from her face. So, yeah. Six of Swords. Look at all these people in this boat moving towards freedom. Seven. The Eight. So it looks like it's the same woman, right? Wearing the same shirt. The Nine. And 10. I like that there's sun breaking through the clouds on this. It's dreary, but there's sun breaking through there. Or maybe moonlight, which would be even more interesting, wouldn't it? Sorry. I'm so busy looking at the cards, I didn't realize that they're kind of being cut off at the top there. Page of Swords, which is my significator, says curious, intelligent, tech savvy. Ha! Yeah, right. Not for me. But I mean, yeah, yes, but also. Also not me. Calculated, quick learner, delayed news, patient, and direct. I like the way she mixed some words that are describing personality types and others that are describing like situations. So that's nice because we can read them both ways. Well, I do. I read court cards in both ways. So depending on what's around them or what the question is. Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords, King of Swords. Look at him. Look at his face. He looks very knowledgeable and certain. I always think of the King of Swords as being the type of person who knows what you're going to do before you even know. And that face is definitely giving me that. And now we're on to the last suit. Look at this beautiful Ace of Pentacles. Look at that. I could get lost in this sunset. I love sunsets. The Two, busy, busy. Wants and needs, home and work, lots of things being balanced here. Three of Pentacles. The Four, very stable looking. If anybody knows what this is, let me know, because I don't know, but I feel like it means something, because why else would she put it there? Five of Pentacles. The Six. Seven. The landscape in the background really feels like the southern United States, South Carolina, North Carolina, Florida, some parts of the eastern part of Georgia. So yeah, it's recognizable. Nine. Okay, this Nine of Pentacles. I love this. I posted this on my Instagram the other day, and somebody was like, that Nine of Pentacles is everything. And I was like, yes, it is. And I was thinking to myself, yes, this whole deck is everything. 10 of Pentacles. Love the way they're all sitting around this flame, like staring at it as if, you know how when you use candles and then they get big, the fire gets big and you're like, someone is there, you feel it, and you can see the fire rising because of the energy in the room changing. It's like they've called on someone and they've appeared and now they're like super happy to see them, like, I don't know. I might be making that up, but that's kind of how I feel. Page of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. Like is he like a door-to-door salesman, or is he like on his way to a job interview? I'm not sure. Conservative, practical, responsible, persistent, long-term goals, rewards, and ambitious. Yes. So for this one, I mean, it looks closer to modern, but still doesn't look modern to me. This looks to me to be like a suit from like the 50s maybe, or the 40s. So to me, that still doesn't feel modern. Let me see. Queen of Pentacles. I'm sorry. Can you see the keywords? I got a little excited. Businesswoman, luxury healer, with philanthropic, successful, well-known, and wealth. Missed the word. And King of Pentacles is empire, faithful, provider, long-term stability, mentor, accomplished, affluent boss. And that is the last of them. I like the way they look together. So the shuffle on these, like I said, is very difficult for me to riffle because of my short fingers. If you have longer hands than me, I think it would be pretty easy to riffle these because they are super bendy and easy to like. You see how easily I did that? I just can't do the whole deck, but I'm going to do part of it just so you can see. I'm going to do it with like less cards just so you could get a feel for how they riffle. There you go. The bridge. I'll do them the other way, so I don't know if they'll bend or not because I haven't been riffling them, but I don't want to chance it. They're a little clumpy this way, so they must have a lip on them or something. And let me see one more time. They're slippery. There we go. There's the shuffle, the bridge. Hard for me to hold on to them because they're slippery. And then for the overhand, I've just been overhanding them like this because my hands are short and they're thick. But let's see, you can see that they're not giving me any problems. Again, overhand pretty easily. Very, very slippy. They are not sticking whatsoever. So yeah, that is the shuffle. Let's pick a couple of cards and see what we get. What kind of messages we get. We got one right off the gate, the Knight of Wands here. Somebody else. So we got the Knight of Wands and the Page of Cups want to come talk to us today. And what else do we get? Let's see. Okay. And the Nine of Cups. All right. Looks like we're coming into this energy, into this reading with some energy of like just kind of jumping in there head first, right? We're jumping into maybe, I don't know what, maybe people are feeling like they want to be creative, make a few, if you're watching this, maybe you're thinking about making a podcast, making a YouTube channel, starting a spiritual practice, starting an artistic practice and jumping in there. It looks like the energy of it is good. Maybe somebody out there is looking about, it says here artistic beauty and style. Maybe one of y'all out there is thinking about starting like a makeup channel or a makeup line, maybe a fashion line. I don't know. But it looks like if there's good energy around it. Whatever it is that you've been thinking about, and sort of like it may feel like people might be saying, and it might feel like it's out of character for you or it's a risk, but there is good energy around doing it. So if it's something that you want to do, this could be a good time to do it, especially if the energy is right. If you've done your research, I think you should jump out there and try. Why not? We fail at things all the time, but we also succeed, and you can't succeed if you don't try. So the energy is good. The cards say go. And they say that you are going to look, it says fame. Fame and acclaim. So yeah, looks like it's a good time to do it. I hope that this helps someone, whoever this message was for. And that's this deck. So I don't know. What do you guys think? I think that this is, oh, look, this is the Two of Cups here. Ooh, so maybe some people are thinking about starting a podcast with a friend, jumping into something creative with a partner. It's looking good. I think it's 7 of Pentacles on the bottom. So it looks like it's not going to be a fast thing that happens, but like I said, energy's good. Just going to take a little bit of steadfastness. So don't give up. All right. So anyways, that is the end of my babbling. All right. Shall we look at a few pairs? There are quite a few decks that it goes with because of the nature of the artwork, but I just got this one in, Black Goddess Within Oracle by Giovanni Washington. This is a new deck from Hay House. I will be reviewing it soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that. But I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like with it. They do look pretty good together. So I've been using them together. And let's see. Oh, I don't know about this background. I might have to change it. I'm struggling. I'm struggling with the background. We'll see how if it lasts the whole month. I usually go a month before I change my background, but if you see it switch, you'll know why. Yeah, so that's how this one looks together. This deck is bright and beautiful, and this one and melanated, and so is this one. So they go very well together, and they speak well together. And if you're doing, I was doing a reading, and it just came out bam, bam, swinging. So I really enjoyed this match, even though it wasn't my favorite. I had a few decks that I tried with this one, and just to see which one I like the way they look. But this one was the energy that I liked. So yeah, loved it with this one. And again, this is the Black Goddess Within Oracle, new from Hay House. This is the Animal Healing Oracle deck. This is a chakra and animal deck by Britta Bauman. I have a walkthrough of this one if you would like to see it. I've been using these together. I really enjoy, because this, like I said, has a lot of plant energy, and it's a lot of outdoor spaces that they're in. And this one is animal energy. So I just wanted to bring, because this one doesn't have any animal energy. So I thought, let's see if we can bring them together. And this is also photo manipulation, digitally manipulated photographs. This one was a scarab beetle. I don't like bugs, so I put this octopus over it. So let's just move that one so you can actually see the pictures on the cards. All right, so here we go. Skunk with the 10 of Wands and the star. Okay. Oh, goodness. Dolphin with the 4 of Swords and Pentacles. Dolphin is abundance is your true nature, divine birthright. The Bear with the 8 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles, transcendence. The 9 of Wands and Justice with gravity. Okay. Yeah. So I was using these together for a little while. Yeah. Reprogramming with the Moon and death. Yes. And even though this energy, they balance each other, right? Because you've got the Moon, which is a heavy energy, and so is death. But then this soul star chakra is very light and airy, and not just airy, but celestial. And so it brings a levity to the energy of the other two cards. And so I felt like this was a very balancing oracle deck to use with this one. All right, so that is the Animal Healing Oracle. If you saw my Black Moon Lilith Cosmic Alchemy Oracle walkthrough and review, then you know that I've been using these together nonstop, and it has been fabulous. The Black Moon Lilith is more of a shadowy deck, and this deck supports it like, I don't know, peas and carrots, like peanut butter and jelly, like ham and burger, you know, they just go together. We go together like whamma lamma lamma. So yeah, that was this one, Queen Jezebel, with the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress. I mean, come through. Look at that. Even the colors echo, and I mean, it's just, do I even need to see anything else? I don't even think I do. I don't even need to talk. You can just look at the pretty pictures. This is just, they go together. Yeah, so this is a beautiful pair. And again, this is the Black Moon Lilith Cosmic Alchemy Oracle. If you want to see more of my thoughts on this one, you can check out my walkthrough. So this is the Witching Hour Oracle, which is a deck that I like to use for moon readings. And because I was feeling like I wanted just a little bit more crone energy from this one, I brought this one out because this one has at least 12 crone cards in there. So it's more likely I'm going to get some crone energy out of this one. So I brought this one out and I tried them together, and I actually really like them. I feel like this one does really well with moon readings. I used it for the last 3 moon readings that I did, I think, and I enjoyed it. And I used it for some career readings, and I found it to really work well there. Yeah, so this is how these look. Look at those colors. Look at that movement, vitality with the Knight of Wands and the Chariot. Yes, come through. So I like these together. Yeah. And that is, again, what is the name of this one? The Witching Hour Oracle. Look at the joy there. Yes. Okay. So that's the Witching Hour Oracle, and that's my last pairing that I tried. So that's it. That's all I have to say about this deck. Long story short, I love this deck. I think that it is probably my favorite purchase of the year. It feels like home, and I like the way these people feel so familiar, and these places feel so familiar to me, and the energy feels familiar. It's easy to read. It's expressive, emotive. And when I look at these images, I see the life experiences of people. I see hardships. I see joy. I see excellence. I see excitement. I see the whole of the human experience. I see children, women, older people, younger people, people who are from a different time and place, but still feel familiar to me. Yeah, I'm very excited to be able to share this one with you guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, you can subscribe. I release videos every few days regarding tarot and oracle. I'll post in the description box below where you can pick up this deck. And until I see you next time, I love this one. Stay safe and be blessed. Bye.